Good evening, welcome to ITV News. This is Tuesday night's calendar.
And these are tonight's main stories. Now, there are 100 patients with COVID-19 being cared for at Chesterfield Royal Hospital this evening. 12 of those are in its intensive care unit. And if you were watching the programme last night, you may have seen our special report looking at the toll the pandemic has been taking on the staff working there.
Well, tonight in the second part of his special series from inside the hospital's ICU, Rajiv Popat has been speaking to some of the patients and the staff who are working tirelessly to treat them. He's been hearing how, for many of them, COVID-19 is an endless battle.
Now, work is due to begin at the end of next month on a new accident and emergency department for Grimsby. Part of an online group is determined to save the building, which has fallen into disrepair. But the Hospital Trust, which still owns the site, says there are concerns over safety. Adam Fowler reports. More of the day's news, and artists and performers are lobbying the government to agree a new post-Brexit deal to allow them to freely travel and perform around the EU. Last month, over 100 musicians signed a letter saying that they had been shamefully failed by travel rules after leaving the union. The South Yorkshire Police and Crime Commissioner is calling again on the government and Highways England to rethink the use of smart motorways. Many companies, including some in Yorkshire, are reporting an increase in orders for outdoor structures that can be used as workplaces. That's good news for UK manufacturing, as most sheds are made in this country. Kevin Ashford reports. Charlene, thank you very much. Now, tomorrow evening, Lincoln City travel up to Sunderland for the EFL Trophy semi-final. Win and they'll be back at Wembley.
Yes, 3 years ago, the Imps made their first ever trip to the home of English football, winning the trophy in what was a golden period for the club under the management of the Cowley brothers.
But their replacement, Michael Appleton, has certainly filled those giant shoes left behind, with the Imps on track for another memorable season. Chris Dorks reports. A good luck Lincoln for tomorrow night. Now let's take a look at some football. I'm going to upset Duncan now. That's it, playing Sunderland. But let's take a look at the football from last night. It's going to take something special for Sheffield United to stay in the Premier League. The Blades were beaten through. Gosh.
Yeah, we wish him well in his recovery. Now, the Lincoln players will probably be steering clear of these tonight. I certainly won't be. Be them thick or thin, sweet or savoury, they've featured in the cookery books as far back as 1439. We're talking about pancakes.
Now, if you've got little ones, I'm sure they haven't let you forget that today is Shrove Tuesday, where many of us will be flipping in our kitchens to create the perfect... Is it crepe?
Crepe.
Crepe, yeah.
Could
crepe.
be something else by the time
it could be. You've got to be careful. The types of pancakes and the toppings we choose are getting more extravagant each year. But if you're after some inspiration, fear not. Our man Matt Price is here to help.
Yes, here, I tell you, I'll have to take this out and put it away. All right, it's crepe. All right.
It's crepe. Are you a sweet or savoury, John?
You old smoothie,
we better move on very quickly for that and up at seaweed. Well, it's pretty interesting. Come on.
No, I was very interested. Thanks, John.
Right. We'll
that
see
was
you
great.
later.
Now, finally tonight, when our producer, yes, the one who was shouting in the ear, found out that two friends were swimming the English Channel off Cleethorpes, several things popped into her mind.
First, who's moved the channel? Second, it's the middle of February. And third, who are these people?
Well, turns out Fiona Hunter and Leah Pullen haven't taken leave of their senses. They've just signed up for a virtual challenge, as Sarah Clark's found out.
You know, they breed 'em hardy in Cleethorpes.
Oh, they certainly do. They're wishing all the very best.
I know, the
They're
very
at the end
best
of
of
the
luck to
challenge
you
too.
both. Well done. Yeah, here's John now.
Thanks very much, John. That's it from us. Our next update at 10:30.
The national and international stories are coming next with Charlene White.
But for now, from the whole team on Canada, thanks very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you at 6 tomorrow.
Bye-bye. But first, to the warning that York and tourist towns in North Yorkshire are at risk of losing their high streets for good due to the COVID pandemic because they rely so heavily on travel, leisure and hospitality.
Yes, shops, bars, restaurants and holiday breaks have of course been so badly hit by the lockdown, and according to new Labour Party analysis of official figures, York could suffer more than most.
The government insists it's supporting the high street, but with growing numbers of shops shutting for good, some fear our favourite destinations could be turned into ghost towns. John Hill reports now from York.
Well, now to another tragic milestone in the fight against coronavirus here in the region, because the number of deaths in the Yorkshire and Humber area within 28 days of a positive COVID test since the pandemic began has gone above the 10,000 mark for the first time.
The death toll will sadly continue to rise, and the support needed for those left behind is so essential. Many of the families are going through the same emotions but are complete strangers.
Tonight, though, we bring three together over a video call because they want to remind you of the heartache COVID-19 can cause. Jessica Wilkinson from Halifax lost her father, a paramedic, in April. Julie Goodwin from Mansfield was married to a frontline health worker, Charlie.
And Vicky Sanderson from Cottingham near Hull lost both her sister Joanne Renison and father David Winker. Vicky, Jessica and Julie telling us their stories as the number of people who've died from COVID sadly passes the 10,000 mark in our region. We'd like to thank them for sharing their tributes. Well, today we also found out that Moorland Young Offenders Institute near Doncaster has 80 cases of COVID-19 in the prison. Well,
the ITV Evening News continues at 6:30. Here's Charlene White.
Charlene, thank you. Now, musicians from across our region have been calling on the government to make it easier to tour throughout the European Union. Since Britain gave up its membership of the trading bloc, artists say paperwork and costs are making it almost impossible for some to work there. I do wish them all the very best of luck, but still to come before the end of the programme.
The next shed sales have rocketed during the pandemic as more people have turned to using an outhouse as an office. The surge in demand is the result of us all being urged to work from home where possible.
Many companies in our part of the world are reporting an increase in orders for outdoor structures that can be used as workplaces. And that's good news for UK manufacturing, as most sheds are made in this country. Kevin Ashford reports. Well, time for some sport now. History is being made in York this evening as the city's football club plays its first ever game at the brand new community stadium.
Yeah.
Historic night.
Fancy my chances, actually, Duncan, to be honest.
Fancies his chances, does he? Well, very good.
Oh, does he? John's here now. John, where has all the cold weather gone?
Well, they're on the cold side of the jet stream over much of the...
It wouldn't be a seamless link into this story.
No, they're definitely pancakes.
They are pancakes.
We've got the real deal now, be them thick or thin. Pancakes or meringues, sweet or savoury, they're good old pancakes, and it's apparently featured in cookery books since 1439.
Now, if you've got little ones, I'm sure they haven't let you forget today is Shrove Tuesday, where many of us will be flipping in our kitchens, probably right now, hopefully wait to the end of the programme, to create the perfect crepe. That's how you say it, crepe. No, it's crepe. The type of pancakes and toppings we choose get more extravagant each year, but if you're after inspiration, our man Matt Price is here.
It's crepe. Well, if you're interested, and I can tell you I am. You like meringues, of course, and then you got John.
John's here now. Thank you, John. That's it from us. Our next update will be at 10:30 tonight.
The national and international stories are next with Charlene White.
But for now, from all the team here on Calendar, thank you very much for watching. See you same time tomorrow. Bye-bye. Staff on the front line at Chesterfield Royal Hospital. The next work is due to begin at the end of next month on a new accident and emergency department for Grimsby. The South Yorkshire Police and Crime Commissioner is calling again on the government and Highways England to rethink the use of smart motorways. Artists and performers are lobbying the government to agree a new post-Brexit deal to allow them to freely travel and perform around the EU. In Hull, a city with a proud independent music scene, venues and artists fear a long-term impact of the rules, even when touring resumes following the pandemic. Michael Billington reports. Well, time for some sport now. And in the Championship, Sheffield Wednesday lost. Finally, friends Fiona Hunter and Leah Pullen have just signed up for the English Channel Virtual Challenge, not in the Channel itself, but in Cleethorpes. They're hoping to complete the 21-mile Seabirds Virtual Channel swim and have already smashed their fundraising target. Sarah Clark's been finding out more. Very best of luck to Fiona and Leah. Now here's John with the weather. Thanks very much, John. That's it from me for now. Our next bulletin is tomorrow. That's just after 6 in Good Morning Britain. But from all of us on the Lates team, bye-bye for now.